Hello student, I am Sangeeta Mansukhani and this is the video number 22 and in the last video I explained about introduction of hydrogen. So today I explain dihydrogen H2. So first occurrence of dihydrogen. So dihydrogen formula is H2 and occurrence most abundant element in universe, 70% of the total mass of the universe, principal element in solar atmosphere, giant planets Jupiter and Saturn consist mostly of hydrogen. Hydrogen its light nature, so due to its light nature it is much less abundant 0.15% by mass in earth atmosphere. In the combined form, it constitutes 15.4% of the earth crust and ocean. So 0.15% by mass in earth atmosphere and then 15.4% of the earth crust and ocean. And hydrogen in the combined form beside in water. It occurs in plants and animal tissues, carbohydrates, protein, hydrides and hydrocarbon. This is the occurrence of hydrogen. Then second point of isotopes of dihydrogen. Isotopes of dihydrogen. So isotopes of hydrogen, three types. Protium, deuterium, tritium. Protium 1H1, 1 atomic number and atomic mass also 1. Then deuterium 1 atomic number and 2 atomic mass or represent symbol D, deuterium. Tritium 1H3, 1 atomic number and 3 atomic mass and represent by symbol T. These isotopes differ in the presence of neutrons and protium has no neutron, here no neutron, and deuterium 1 neutron and tritium 2 neutron. In 1934, an American scientist, Harold C. Urey, got Nobel Prize for separating hydrogen isotopes of mass number 2 by physical method. This is for deuterium. So here you see occurrence way 1H1 predominant form, 1H2 terrestrial hydrogen contains 0.0156% of deuterium mostly in the form of HD. HD that is means deuterium hydrogen. Then 1H3. 1H3 its concentration is about 1 atom per 10 to power 18th atoms of protium and radioactive emits low energy beta particles. So it is radioactive and it is emits low energy beta particles and for its radioactive, so half life period 12.33 years. Okay, so this is the occurrence of the 1H1, 1H2 and 1H3. Then isotopes have same electronic configuration, almost same chemical properties because all over one electron only. So isotopes have same electronic configuration and almost same chemical properties, but only difference in their rates of reaction, that is means speed of reaction, and mainly due to their different enthalpy of bond dissociation, and in physical properties these isotopes differ due to their large mass difference because atomic mass different, 1H1 1 atomic mass, 1H2 2 atomic mass and 1H3 3 atomic mass. So physical properties differ. So again I explain dihydrogen occurrence most abundant element in universe, 70% of the total mass of universe, then principal element that is main element in solar atmosphere, then giant planets Jupiter and Saturn consist mostly of hydrogen. So main big planets Jupiter and Saturn consist mostly of hydrogen. Then its nature light, so it is much less abundant 0.15% by mass in earth atmosphere. Then in combined form it constitutes 15.4% of the earth crust and ocean and combined form besides in water. Occurs in plants, animal tissues, carbohydrates, proteins and hydrates, hydrocarbons. Then isotopes of hydrogen. Isotopes of hydrogen, three types: protium, deuterium and tritium. Symbol is 1H1, 1H2 or capital D. Tritium 1H3 or capital T. Protium, it is a ordinary hydrogen, and deuterium, it is heavy hydrogen. So these isotopes differ in the presence of the neutron. Okay, so protium has no neutron, deuterium 1 neutron and tritium 2 neutron. Then in 1934, American scientist Harold C. Urey got Nobel Prize for separating hydrogen isotope mass number of 2 by physical method. So then occurrence of 1H1 predominant form, 1H2 terrestrial hydrogen and contains 0.0156% of deuterium, mostly in the form of HD. Then 1H3, its concentration about 1 atom per 10 raised to power 18 atoms of protium, and it is radioactive, emits low energy beta particles, and it is half life period T half is equal to 12.33 years. Then isotopes have same electronic configuration. This is the properties way. Same electronic configuration but almost same chemical properties, but only difference in their rates of reaction. Reason? Because different enthalpy of bond dissociation. And in physical properties, these isotopes differ due to their large mass difference. Then next topic, first topic occurrence, second topic isotopes of hydrogen, and third topic is preparation of the dihydrogen H2. So preparation of dihydrogen, there are two preparation method given in your textbook. First is laboratory method and second is commercial production. Laboratory preparation, you have to see two method here given. Zinc react with acid and zinc react with base. This reaction occurs in the laboratory. When zinc granulated, we have to take granulated zinc we take and then react with dilute HCl, and dilute HCl which ion? H plus ion, and zinc react with H plus ion, so convert Zn2 plus and plus H2 form, and then whenever react with base NaOH, so again zinc react with oxygen and Na and formation Na2ZnO2, sodium zincate, and hydrogen gas evolve. So laboratory preparation, simple method, zinc react with acid, zinc react with base and H2 form. Then commercial production. Commercial production first given when in industry's way, in when acidified water like H2O liquid, electrolysis of the acidified water use platinum electrode, traces of acid otherwise base. So these acidified water break down into hydrogen gas and O2 gas. That is means this method common for oxygen gas also. Okay, and it is very easy method and it is easy, and this is maximum done into the in industry way. So acidified water we have to use electrolysis method. So by use platinum electrode and traces of acid and base, in the presence of acid and base, and use platinum electrodes. So acidified water by electrolysis breaking into the hydrogen gas and O2 gas. Then second, high purity. High purity we have to find greater than 99.95% dihydrogen. So which method we have to use? Electrolysis method, but electrolyzing warm barium hydroxide solution between nickel electrode. That is means we have to take in beaker first warm barium hydroxide solution, and in which we have to use nickel electrode, and whenever electrolysis done, then dihydrogen form. So by this method we have to obtain high purity of the dihydrogen. Then third method, electrolysis of brine solution. Electrolysis of brine solution main product NaOH and Cl2, and byproduct H2. So whenever brine solution we have to take by electrolysis, so NaOH and Cl2 main product form, and byproduct, that is means side product, H2 form. So at anode, in electrolysis electrode are used. So anode, chloride ion convert into the chlorine and 2 electron remove. And at cathode, water gain 2 electron and then convert into the hydrogen gas and 2 OH minus. So overall reaction 2 Na plus, because brine solution NaOH, NaCl. So Na, 2 Na plus, 2 Cl minus, and then water. So Na plus and Cl minus. Cl minus convert into the gain or loss of 2 electron and then convert into the Cl2. And water gain these 2 electron and convert into the hydrogen. Okay, and then Na react with OH, so form NaOH. So 2 Na plus and 2 OH minus. This is the overall reaction. Then fourth reaction, reaction of steam on hydrocarbons, otherwise or coke. Hydrocarbon formula, general formula is CnH2n plus 2. And whenever react with steam, and steam, that is means water, so n mole water react with hydrocarbon in the presence of the 1270 Kelvin temperature and nickel. So this is hydrocarbon react with water and convert into the carbon monoxide and hydrogen gas. Like we have to first example of the hydrocarbon CH4, gaseous state, react with steam, that is means water vapor, H2O gas, temperature 1270 Kelvin and nickel electrode. So when methane react with water gas, water vapor, so convert into the CO gas and hydrogen gas. And this mixture of CO and hydrogen, it is known as water gas. Otherwise we have to say synthesis gas, and also name is syngas, water gas, synthesis gas and syngas. CO plus H2 mixture known as water gas, synthesis gas, syngas, and it is used for synthesis of methanol and hydrocarbons. Methanol and hydrocarbons. Then next method is coal gasification. Coal gasification, that is means process of production of syngas from coal, and coal, that is means we have to use carbon. So carbon solid in the presence of the water vapor, steam. So carbon react with water vapor and in the temperature 1270 Kelvin, so it is form CO gas and hydrogen gas. And otherwise this carbon monoxide gas react with again steam, temperature 673 Kelvin and catalyst iron chromate, so CO convert into the CO2 gas and hydrogen. So this is called water gas shift reaction. CO plus H2 mixture, water gas, and then whenever convert into the CO2, so this called is water gas shift reaction, and CO2 removed by scrubbing with sodium arsenide solution. Whenever we have to rubbing by scrubbing with sodium arsenide solution, so carbon dioxide removed and hydrogen gas is obtained. So presently maximum approximately 77% of the industrial dihydrogen is produced by petrochemicals. Okay, now present time approximately 77% of industrial dihydrogen is produced from petrochemical, 18% from coal, 4% from electrolysis of aqueous solution, and 1% from other sources. So we have to find. So three methods: laboratory method, commercial production, and in commercial production we have to use coal gasification. It is known as water gas shift reaction. Okay, again I explain. First, laboratory method, zinc react with acid to form Zn2 plus H2. Zinc react with NaOH, react with base, so convert into the sodium zincate Na2ZnO2. Then second method is commercial production. Acidified water, whenever electrolysis use platinum electrode, otherwise traces of acid or base, so water, acidified water convert into the hydrogen and O2 gas. Second commercial production, high quality of dihydrogen obtained by electrolyzing warm barium hydroxide solution between nickel electrode. Third commercial production, electrolysis of brine solution. So at anode, chloride ion into convert into the chlorine by removal of 2 electron, and at cathode these 2 electron gained by water liquid and convert into the hydrogen gas. So remaining OH minus and then Na plus react and NaOH form. Then fourth, reaction of steam or hydrocarbons or coke. Whenever methane react with water and temperature 1270 Kelvin in the presence of the nickel electrode, so formation carbon monoxide gas and hydrogen gas, and mixture of CO plus H2, it is known as water gas, and synthesis gas, otherwise syn gas. Okay, then water gas formed by carbon and otherwise coke. So this is called gasification. And then CO plus H2O gas in the presence of the iron chromate catalyst and 673 Kelvin temperature. So carbon monoxide gas convert into the carbon dioxide. So this is the called water gas shift reaction. And presently 77% of the industrial dihydrogen is produced from petrochemicals, 18% from coal, 4% from electrolysis of aqueous solution, and 1% from other sources. So next topic is properties, and properties I will be explained in next video. Thank you so much.